Well, been a while again. What can I say? A little backstory on Wilson. Been a couple of people wanting to know what happened to him and that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd let y'all know. Wilson was sleeping in the camper, but he's leaning up against the door. And when I came out and opened the door, he fell out and landed on his head. He said something about a splitting headache. I don't know what it was. It was in his language, so who knows what he said. He may have been calling me names. I don't know. Excuse me. So about 3 days went by, and he just went crazy. He just went nuts. He took off running down the road, and I don't know where he went, and he never came back. So shortly after that, his wife, Princess Airhead, started drinking, and started out just a little bit, you know how it goes, and it got to be more and more and more, and finally, I had to put her in a rehab place for wayward aliens, alcoholic aliens, and she's still there. She's not getting any better. She's still about half nuts, And then Pig Boy, their son, he took everything okay. He was born here on Earth, so he was kind of used to the drama that goes on this planet all the time. A little pun intended. So wasn't too long, and he said his girlfriend was coming to pick him up, and was going to take him out for dinner. Some of his own food. He hadn't had any of that for a long time. So they took off, and he never came back either. So I have an idea that he was dinner. So anyway, so a few months ago, this guy up here showed up. Said he was one of Freddie's distant cousins or something. I don't know. Doesn't look like Freddie, but whatever. He was also kicked out of his mothership because he liked Freddie, and Freddie was a criminal. I guess or not Freddie, but Wilson. Wilson was a criminal, and so they kicked him out of the mothership. And he hung out with me for quite a while. So anyway, introducing Freddie. So he's going to be around for a little while. There was a comment made about him being red, that he was too close to the fire, and he was starting to turn red. Well, red's his natural color, from what I understand. I have a hard time understanding him. He's got a translator with him, but it doesn't work too well for English. Best I could get was that his natural color is red, and but if he turns green, that's when you gotta worry about what he's thinking. So I try to keep him appeased and keep him by the fire, or keep him in the tent. Got itchy eyes. What else about him? He's pretty docile. He's not much of a conversationalist though. So, but he said that he would be glad to answer any questions that y'all may have. And I'll have to translate for him, I guess. So, anyway, he's going to be part of the channel now. So I guess that's it on him. On a serious note, I guess there's a pretty good forest fire about 7 miles from here. They named it Mesa Fire. It's, I guess from what I can understand, what I read, a place called Insuweb, INCIWEB, Insuweb. It's a nationwide place you can go and check for forest fires in your area or anywhere in the United States. Anyway, I guess it's in a pretty deep canyon, and they can't get to it. So the way I understood it was that they're just going to have to let it burn out and try to keep it from spreading. There's a couple of roads, but to get there by it, but they can't get right down to it. So they're using drones to try to put it out, or try to keep it under control. So did I say it was 2,800 acres? A little more. That was the last that I heard about it. So excuse me, but the wind blows in from the southwest during the day, and so it keeps the smoke out. But at night, it changes direction, the wind, and it blows the smoke right into my campsite. So for the last few days, I haven't been able to sleep. Well, I get woke up for the tent's full of smoke. Not full, but I can see it in the tent, and when I come outside, it's pretty thick layer all around the forest here. So pretty hard to sleep like that. So, but all the other forest fires, they're under control. There's a few of them. We're doing really good this year. So a couple of big ones. I can't recall the names of them now, but they're under control. And the Mesa fire, they said it was 35% contained. So that's good news. The summer monsoon has moved back in. It was pretty dry there for a little while, and now it's been raining almost every day for a week, I guess. Not a lot, but enough just to keep everything wet, And yesterday, I guess it was, had a pretty good lightning storm, thunder and lightning, and it was quite the show. Lit up everything. Some of it was pretty close. I've said before, the rumbling thunder off in the distance is one thing, but I really like that when it's close. Living dangerously, I don't know. If it gets too bad, I'll go sit in the truck. Safest place to be. Not in the tent though. But I like the kind that the crack and then boom. That's the kind that like makes your inside shake. So. I don't know. I'm glutton for punishment, I guess. So it looks like there's another storm coming in right now, so I'm going to sign off and go keep an eye on it. I have to get the GoPro out and maybe do some time lapse and see what happens with that. Anyway, talk to you later.